Today we're going to be looking at every single Bowser Jr. plush that has been released since the year 2007. As well, starting off with the first ever Bowser Jr. plush that was released in the year 2007 by the company SK Japan. And well, they actually released two Bowser Jr. plushes, one being a normal size and the other being a keychain. So yeah, technically this company actually released the first ever two Bowser Jr. plushes, but I'm just going to count it as one as well, but it's literally the exact same plush but just smaller. But yeah, for the plush itself, his face really doesn't look too bad, but there's a lot of details on this plush that could actually get damaged. As well, on the face, the eyes and also the nose could get damaged pretty easily, as well they're only made out of an iron-on material. And well, his hair and eyebrows are made out of a felt material, so not only they could get bent pretty easily, the eyebrows could also fall off the face because they're only glued on. And while Bowser Jr.'s face shape looks pretty accurate, it's pretty nicely stuffed, so it continues to keep its shape. The cuffs around the arms are once again made out of a felt material, so they could collect dust and debris, but besides that, they can't really get damaged at all. The bib is made out of this pretty weird material that I can't really describe. It's not really a felt material, but it's also not a plush material. It's just kind of in between that. And well, the actual details all on the bib are actually just printed onto whatever material it's made out of. And well, from what I can tell, it actually holds up pretty well, and well, the bib can't really come off unless if you purposely untie it for whatever reason. But yeah, the feet have cardboard in the bottom of them, so the plush continues to stand up, and on the bottom of the feet it has some iron-on material which could get cracked pretty easily. And well, for the shell on this plush, the spikes can actually get really easily damaged, as well, since they're made out of a felt material, a lot of the times you'll see them get really bent and also have a lot of debris on them because well, felt just collects tons of debris for whatever reason. You know, there's also some iron-on material around the spikes, so yeah, overall the shell is just made out of a bunch of really cheap and very damageable materials. But yeah, even though a lot of the materials on this plush are pretty low quality, it's still really not that bad of a plush, and you can find both of them on eBay and Mercari pretty easily. And well, I would say that the keychain in the normal size is around the same rarity, and you could probably find them for upwards of like $50. Moving on to the next Bowser Jr. plush that was made in the year 2009 by the company Sine. Now, this is by far the most well-known and by far the most wanted Bowser Jr. plush that was ever made. And well, for the actual plush itself, it really doesn't have any bad details about it. This is by far one of the best, if not the best, Bowser Jr. plush that was ever made. As well, all the details on the face are just extremely accurate, and the face is really nicely stuffed, so it can't really get understuffed, and it looks pretty good. The eyebrows are nicely stitched on the face, so they can't really come off, and the hair is also really nicely stuffed, so even though it looks like it could get understuffed, it really can't. The bib is made out of this really high quality plush material, and once again, just like the last plush we looked at, the bib can't really come off unless if you purposely take it off. And well, the embroidery on the bib is actually really accurate looking and is really high quality, so it can't really fall apart over the years. You know, there's also some beans in the feet on this plush just to make it keep its shape a little more. Well, overall, this plush is actually just really high quality and it's really good. The shell on this plush is also really good, as well. The spikes are actually made out of a good material and everything on the shell can't actually get damaged. So yeah, this is definitely the best Bowser Jr. plush that was ever made in my opinion, just for the fact that all the details are extremely accurate and just really high quality. And well, there was also a bootleg of this plush that was made, which you could easily find on eBay, so don't buy this plush from a stock image, because 99.999% of the time you'll just get the bootleg. But there is one really good bootleg that I found, and it's actually a Mario Sunshine Bowser Jr. plush. You know, it uses the exact same pattern for the normal bootleg, so it could fall apart pretty easily, but this plush is actually made to hold the brush that he has in the game, and it also has a unique bib. I also found another version of this Mario Sunshine plush, which is literally just the exact same as the last one that we looked at, just without the unique bib. But yeah, all these bootlegs could fall apart pretty easily, and I honestly wouldn't recommend getting them because, well, they're just really cheaply made and they're usually overpriced. Moving on to the next Bowser Jr. plush, released in the year 2011 by once again Sine. Now, this was actually the American release of the plush, as well. The last plush that we looked at was released in Japan, but this one was basically just the American release for the Bowser Jr. plush. And I don't really have a lot to say about this plush, as well. It's basically the exact same as the last plush that we looked at, but just slightly lower quality. And well, the only really detail that's changed about this plush is that the eyes are slightly different. As well, for some reason, both of the eyes on this plush are facing to the right, while the original version of this plush was just looking straight. So I honestly don't really know why they did that, as well. I think the original version just looked a lot better, but yeah, that's really the only thing they changed about this plush. I actually found this defective version of the plush that has some really strange looking eyes. And well, you could obviously tell just by looking at this plush, this is quite clearly an error plush, but it still does look pretty funny and is actually for sale on eBay right now. But yeah, honestly, this is just a slightly worse version of the last Bowser Jr. plush that we looked at. Moving on to the year 2017, we have the All-Star Bowser Jr. plush, once again released by Sine. Now, just being completely honest about this plush, this is basically just a downgrade of the last Bowser Jr. plushes that we looked at. As of in my opinion, this plush just looks a lot worse than the original 2009 release and even the 2011 release. And well, the only really bad part about this plush is that he's actually standing up, which makes him look really weird, and I honestly think they just should have kept him sitting down as well. I think that style worked a lot better for him. But yeah, the face on the Bowser Jr. plush is really high quality, and they basically just took the last Bowser Jr. plush and just fixed all the details that needed to be fixed. They also just made everything just a bit more accurate and added some teeth to the mouth, which could actually get damaged pretty easily because they're made out of a felt material, and just made the cheeks a bit more defined. They also just made the hair a bit more detailed and basically just made everything just a tiny bit more detailed, especially with the shell. And well, same thing with the bib, they also stitched it on, which is even more high quality than the original release of the Bowser Jr. Sine plush, but it basically looks the exact same as the last one as well. There wasn't really a lot to improve on from the last one. The cuffs around his arms are nicely stitched on, so they can't really fall off, and they're made out of a pretty good material. And well, for his feet on this plush, he has some beans in the bottom of them to make them keep its shape and also make it easier for him to stand up so it doesn't really get understuffed. But yeah, I honestly wish they made this plush just sitting down as well, but in my opinion, it would make it look a lot better. But yeah, in my opinion, the original 2009 and also the 2011 Bowser Jr. plushes are just a lot better than this one. And well, now we're going to move on to the most recent Bowser Jr. plush that was released, being made by Super Nintendo World. Now, this is definitely one of the strangest looking Bowser Jr. plushes that were ever released, mainly just for the face. As well, in my opinion, they just made him look way too angry, as well the eyebrows just make him look extremely angry for whatever reason, and he obviously shouldn't look like that. They also for some reason made his eyebrows and also his hair like a reddish orange color when it's actually supposed to just be like an orange color. You know, they also made his face kind of flat at the bottom of it, so it's not fully defined like the other Bowser Jr. plushes, and it ends up making him look a bit weird. You know, the shell on this plush looks pretty good, and it actually seems to be pretty high quality, and it's probably one of the best parts of the plush. His body is actually really small on this plush as well, but just seems to be really squished down as well, but seems like he's just kind of leaning forward in the way that he's sitting. So it ends up just making his body look really small, and it ends up just making it pretty weird. The bib on this plush is basically the exact same as the All-Star Bowser Jr. plush as well, but it's just really high quality, and there's really nothing to improve on the bib. You know, the cuffs around the plush's arms are made out of a pretty good material, and they can't really get damaged. You know, but I do like that it's in a sitting position, and well, it has some beans in the feet to make it keep its shape a bit easier. But yeah, I have to say, this is a pretty weird looking Bowser Jr. plush, mainly just for the face, and I think if they just improved the face, it would look a lot nicer. And well, since this plush is made by Super Nintendo World, it comes in tons of different sizes. But yeah, these were all the Bowser Jr. plushes that have ever been released. Comment down below which one is your favorite, and yeah, have a great day.